Hi, everybody. Curtis here with Chattin 88s. You know what time it is. Welcome to Chattin 88s. If you're just tuning in, hey, that's great. Oh, every single week we have a guest. 'Cause spending time with me, I said spending time with me, I said spending time with me is the best. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Chattin 88s. I am your host, Curtis LaBelle, and let me tell you how exciting it is to be coming to you live from my studio. Yes, we are in Studio C, and that means I am off of isolation. I have been isolated for the last 3.5 weeks, and that's okay. I am healthy. I am good to go, and we are rising to the top. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Oh, I hope everybody's doing well. It is a fabulous time to be a musician right now, actually, amongst everything going on with the pandemic. Let me tell you, I think artists right now have such an opportunity that they can create, especially with contests, how much work and time that they have to be able to create music, promote themselves, and rise above and come together. And our guest tonight is John Muirhead. He is joining me, and we're going to be talking about all of the wonderful things that he's been doing. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for John Muirhead.
Hello, everybody. Curtis, is such an
How
honor
are
to be
you,
on
my
this show.
friend?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. You're more than welcome. Thank you for being here. I love the guitars in the background. You're looking fresh. You're looking great. You're looking like you're happy. You're on top of the world.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Man, let me tell you how exciting it is to actually be able to talk to you. It might not be face to face, but even though we're virtual, we met last year during a competition, The Shot, and we've gotten to follow each other on social media. And this is an absolute pleasure to finally get a chance to talk to you.
Agreed. Yeah, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh, well, thank you. No, oh, my friend, what have you been doing since all of this has kind of happened? And look, I've been following you on social media and on Instagram and Facebook, and you are just flying high right now with your music. You have Traveler, which has been released. It's on my playlist. I've been blasting it in the house for sure. And even whenever you're on the road, it's really nice to listen to. How have you been? Like, what's your life like right now?
Yeah, well, thanks for listening to Traveler. I've been all right. I mean, it was a shock to all of us when everything happened back in March, and it was pretty difficult to kind of get used to this whole new way of things. I was doing a lot of live shows. I was performing in 2019. I did 80 shows across the country. I was traveling around a lot, and I wasn't doing a lot of live streaming or social media beyond just kind of sharing some updates here and there. So this year has been a huge learning curve. I've really learned to love going live, interacting with people online, and just kind of embracing the normal for now. I get a lot of energy from connecting with people during a time where we've realized that music is so important, and seeing, what kind of value we can bring as artists through things like social media and putting out music, videos, and all that good stuff. So I've just been trying to embrace everything, and I've let go of any expectations because who knows what's going to happen next. So I'm just trying to have as much fun with it as I can.
I hear you on letting go of the expectations. I mean, we are responsible for creating our outcome. And especially like I was just saying before we brought you on, I think we as artists right now have this is a great time for us to be creative and for us to be taking ownership of what we can do. And you were talking about connection. When we're doing live streams right now, what has been how difficult, I shouldn't say difficult, but what's been the biggest change for you? I mean, I know we're not in front of a live audience, but going from being in front of a live audience and being recipients of Canadian Folk Music Award, which is an awesome thing, but now we're doing everything streaming. So how's that been for you?
In the beginning, again, it was rough. I felt very awkward on camera and just playing songs and not having the typical cadence or rhythm of a live show where, you know, you play your song and you applaud. There's a bit of that banter. It was just, you play your song and it's just dead quiet. And I found those moments a little bit awkward. But the more I do it, it's a totally different thing because you can actually interact in real time with people and see people interacting with each other in real time, which is so cool. Sometimes you'll get, you know, friends being made through a live stream that you're playing, or people just talking about a song and you know, what they like about it, and you know, what they got from the song versus what somebody else got. And that's all happening in people's heads when you're playing live. But to see it all unfold while you're playing, and you know, and have a bit more of a casual outlook towards a lot of the live streams, I find has been really fun because it's very conversational, which you don't get in a performance where there's that barrier between the stage and the performer, which has its benefits as well.
Right. Of course, we connect with what am I trying to say? We connect with so much more people virtually, you know, people we wouldn't have had in front of us in a live audience because we'd be playing local or doing a tour or wherever we are in our own area until we can, you know, go around the world and tour. But what's it been like for you to connect with people that you've never, ever thought that you would connect with from other parts of the world? How's that been?
That's been crazy. So just through doing live streams and you know, posting on social media and TikTok and all that good stuff, I've been able to interact with people. I did a single release show for one of my songs, American Cash, and there was people on the chat from Germany and from New Zealand and from all over the place, and that just blows me away to have everyone all together in one place. And, you know, hopefully a sign that you know, there's people here in Canada but also across the world that resonate with what I'm doing. And I think that the internet has been really great for that.
I'm sure you have super fans from around the world.
There's a couple. It's a small group, but we're growing. You know, it's a tight knit community. So hopefully, you know.
Right on.
How about you? How's the live streams been for you? What have you gotten out of it?
Oh, you know, it's I think the challenge for me is just time management and making sure that you put the time into it, right? And
Totally.
Scheduling it and being on top of it. The live streams are great. I really enjoy. In fact, I'm doing one tonight
Awesome.
after the show here with you, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm doing it with my drummer, so that's going to be even that much more energetic. Right?
Yeah.
No, and the connection, I can certainly say that the connection to audience members around the world, because, you know, it's literally endless for the amount of people that can watch because it's on your social media. And that's one of the really great things about it. Speaking of great things, talk about performing on moving trains.
Yeah. I was part of a program called the Via Rail Artist on Board program. So I did 3 trips with Via, and I had 2 more planned, but then everything, you know, we know what happened in March of 2020. But I was able to travel to Halifax twice from Toronto, and then all the way to Vancouver and back. Basically, the program was that you traded your performance 3 times a day on the train. So you go across the train to the different bar cars and the different rest cars, and you play a set 3 times a day to these different passengers, and that would pay your fare wherever you were going. So I was able to see a lot of the country that way, or all of the country really, and be able to you know, stop in and play shows in different areas as well. So it was great, and I miss it a lot. Those were some of the most fun shows because they were similar to a live stream. You know, you get people casually dropping in who may never heard of you, and, you know, you get a chance to sort of win them over.
Right. That's really cool. So as artists, we're now having to do promotions for ourselves and bookings and all that stuff. How would an artist go about if you had to explain to one of the great fans that we have that are watching, or an emerging artist, how do they go about marketing themselves or finding an opportunity to perform on a Via Rail train?
Yeah, so I find that it's a mixture of having a strong community like the Via Rail. I had seen some of my friends and peers that I look up to in the music industry do that program, and then reaching out to them and asking them. And I find musicians are always, you know, very willing to help out and share the love and share the resources. So getting into that was just a direct result of seeing other friends and other peers doing something that I wanted to do, and I asked them. But then in terms of marketing, it's just like finding ways to stay authentic as an artist. In a way that's going to hopefully draw more fans in through the content that you're putting out, through the the music that you're putting out, finding a way to frame your music in a way that somebody who's never heard of you would take a chance on it and hopefully stick around. And that could be through so many methods of marketing.
That's just it, right? You want to make sure that you give something of value so that we can keep the fans coming back, keep the listeners and the supporters hooked. We want to hook them, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of hooking them, why don't you give us value of, why don't you sing us a song? Tell us a little bit about what it is, the name of it, and we'll turn it over to you. And we'll enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. John singing his first song.
Thank you, Curtis. This is a song called Love Can Save Us. And Love Can Save Us is my next single that's coming out in the summer. And I wrote this when, not that it's necessarily gotten much better, but I wrote it in a time where the world seemed like it was falling apart. And there's just a simple phrase that's in the chorus, love can save us if we let it. It just sort of popped into my mind, and it felt, it resonated deeply with me. So here's Love Can Save Us.
Take whatever you want from this. I am the first date. You are the first kiss. Caught in a rough spot, you would have plot twist. Say my name like you're missing me. I'm constantly craving your company. Reach out a hand like a branch on your family tree. Love can save us. Love can save us if we let it. If we let it. Love can save us. Love can save us if we let it. If we let it. Love can save us. True love can save us. It can save us. Show me what you're made of. Hear whatever you need, simply hero. I was a bad man, pulled over 3 years. You were not listening, I was the atmosphere. Hold my head like you're scared to know happens next if you let go. On a mountain, I was the crown. Love can save us. Love can save us if we let it. If we let it. Love can save us. Love can save us if we let it. If we let it. Love can save us. Love can save us. It can save us. Show me what you're made of. Oh, oh. I need a hell of a saving. Now I've been waiting on love, baby, come back around. I need a hell of a saving. Now I've been waiting on your love. I've been waiting on your love.
All right, for all those who are listening tonight and watching, Curtis and I were talking about the difference between live streams and in-person shows. And I know how badly we're all missing in-person concerts because I'm missing it like crazy. So for this last chorus, this is not a live stream show. We're doing a live taping of Chattin 88. We're in a packed venue. We're going to sing along, shoulder to shoulder, like there's no COVID, like it never even happened. Just like this. I say, love can save us. You say, if we let it. And if you're in the comments, you can say, if we let it down there too. It goes like this.
Love can save us. Love can save us if we let it. If we let it. Love can save us. Love can save us if we let it. Come on, if we let it. Love can save us. Love can save us. If we let it. If love can save us. Love can save us. Save us. Show me what you're made of.
B flat.
Yeah. Right on.
Did you use a capo for that?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, guitar players trying to play in a flat E.
Yeah, we got it too easy with the capos.
Let's talk about awesome song, man. Absolutely beautiful song. I'm singing in the background. We didn't. Cassandra Hinnigan has said hi. So hi to her. Thank you for tuning in tonight, Cassandra. Absolutely great song. We can listen to that on your social medias, on your Spotify, all of that as well, correct?
That song's actually coming out in the summer. It's a new song. So
oh,
if you
it's
like
not
it,
out
make sure
yet.
you follow. Yeah, it's not out yet. It's a premiere here on Chattin.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Okay, well, we'll reshare and make sure that we put your socials up and get everybody to follow you on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube, and make sure that we can keep the support going for you as well. Let's talk about those lovely guitars behind you. They are looking pretty snazzy over there.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you got hanging? What's your choice of guitar?
My choice of guitar is actually this one over here I just played at. It's this Simon & Patrick guitar I bought a few years ago when I first started gigging, and it's been all around with me. It's my number one. Also, I really like this guy. It's a Squier Jaguar. I got this in high school, and I love the look of it. I love the tone of it. The nice humbucker pickups on it. It's got a beefy sound to it. So, but I'm all over the place. I just bought the bass behind me. I've been kind of just trying to make it feel like a little bit more of a studio here. This is my bedroom, so
It's got to start somewhere, right? They start somewhere.
Exactly.
Right on. Let's go back to B flat for a second here. Let's talk about why it's okay. Normally, a guitarist is going to. I mean, okay. I don't want to. What am I trying to say here? Normally, you would find a guitar part or guitars written in A, G, D, any usually common chord or key that has sharps in it. Why is it? Why, in your opinion, do you find normally that you're not going to find a song written without a capo in a flat key?
Yeah, it's just the tuning of the guitar. I mean, like if I was to play that song specifically, the capo on the 3rd fret there, it suited my voice well.
Take us through the tuning. Take us through the tuning. Say we don't know anything about guitars, and you're the guy that's going to take us through tuning and explain to us. Give us some theory.
Right, I'll try my best. So standard tuning for guitar, E, A, D, G, B, E, and what that means is that with that tuning, there's some nice simple ways to play certain chords that everybody kind of learns when they pick up, especially an acoustic guitar, and start strumming along. So you get a lot of common things like songs in C, where you get the C chords and the F and the C and all that good stuff, and G and D as well. But what a capo does is that it moves everything up so that all those chord shapes that you learned in your first year playing guitar, you can cheat your way through and play them in any key, because this sort of moves where the home base is. So what Curtis and I were talking about there was that this song is in B flat, but I'm playing it like I would strum a song in the key of G, which basically just makes it a whole lot easier for me and a whole lot harder for the piano players and other instruments that I collaborate with. So sorry about that.
I think it's interesting. Quite the opposite, actually. So when I write a song that's in like D flat or A flat or G flat, when I do that, it's usually the guitar player or the other musicians that are going, "What am I just capo it?" Right? So
yeah, exactly.
That's really funny. John, you have been around. You've been really working it on social media. You have like 6,000 followers on Instagram. I have 600. tell us what you have been doing in order to connect with these lovely supporters and followers of yours that are pushing to get this going for you and helping you on your journey as an artist.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the important thing that I try to remember too is that like at the end of the day, like it's great to have followers, but it's really it's a quality over quantity thing too. You have any kind of big numbers it doesn't change the value of your music, and it doesn't change the value of the community you're building. With that being said, I mean, it's all really just been in the last year really that it's started to grow, and that's largely because of TikTok. Actually, TikTok was sort of my quarantine project, just sharing my music and my stories, my personality over there, and it's been such a huge support network for me on that platform. And some of the people over there have been migrating over to my Instagram. But in terms of keeping people connected, I mean, just going live and trying to think about the things that I'm putting out there. And I know that as independent artists, we're asking a lot from the people who support us. There's always a contest to vote in. There's always a new song that's out. There's always this or that. But I think, trying to make it a two-sided relationship, because there is so many things that we ask of, but, we hope that we give them the equal or more value and, great things in return. So that's always a struggle, always a constant kind of work in progress to try to make sure that I'm building a community, not just a vanity metric to say look at these followers, but yeah, that's
it's not an easy process by any means, and we have to, and I speak for myself, and I think I speak for other artists as well, that again, we're asking for support, we're reaching out to you, especially now because we're not selling tickets to a show, we're not selling merchandise at a venue, etc. We are, we're reaching out in the social world, and it makes it it's harder because people it's everything's in the eye of the beholder, and we put the responsibility on the individuals that we reach out to, whether or not they're going to hit the vote button, watch a live stream. There's a lot of say and a lot of support verbally, but it's that action that really counts from those fans and supporters on social media. I think that keep us going and sharing posts and promoting us that way, that we are promoting ourselves, but then it really is the whole team of people that you have behind you, friends, family, fans, etc., that really do help the artist keep going. But in order for us to keep going, we have to create something as a singer-songwriter. Take us through your journey on your process when it comes to creating music. Does that age-old question, music or lyrics first? Do you write a chord progression? Do you said you resonated with "Love Can Save Us" as a lyric, and then you had a melody with it, and it kind of sat with you, and you went with that. What's your process? How do you evolve as a singer-songwriter on the way that you create music?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'd love to hear your process afterwards as well. But for me, it's really just...
No, you don't. I'm just kidding.
It starts with like a very simple idea, and every song is completely different. So basically, it's finding that hook, like we mentioned about finding an audience. It's similar to finding inspiration. So that hook might be a melodic hook, it might be a lyrical idea, like I mentioned with "Love Can Save Us." It might just be like I pick up my guitar one day and a certain riff just feels good under my fingers, and I'll say, I'd love to make a song about that or around that. And really, it's just like I find the inspiration tends to be the simplest part. I've got lots and lots of ideas if you look through the voice notes app on my phone, but then it's a matter of determining whether, I'll usually let it sit for a few days once I get a rough outline, and if I never come back to it, then it wasn't meant to be. And then the ones that sort of stick in my head and I keep playing over and over again, then I'll determine that that's one that will take that extra push of writing and editing and doing all of that stuff later. But it's hard to say, because I find the good ones, most of the good ones end up sort of just falling in my lap, I find, and I kind of look back and be like, oh, I can't believe I wrote that. But then some of the good ones too take years sometimes to refine and get to the way that we want.
Can you tell when you're here's a loaded question. Can you tell? I mean, we know a good song, we know a great song, we know when a song doesn't work, we know when it's cheesy. We try to know. Do you know when you are writing a hit? Do you know when you're writing a good song? Do you know when you're writing a bad song? Do you know when you're writing something that is just like that should have never have been written?
Yeah, I feel like I can usually tell the direction it's going. I try not to get too in my head about it because, for example, if I start to think, oh, this is going to be like an awesome, it's going to be the show closer, like banger of a tune, and then I'll start getting in my head and it'll influence, you know, how I'm writing it. But definitely sometimes those ideas, like if I think that this song is going to be, you know, the saddest ballad I've ever written, you know, then maybe it'll help me get into that headspace. And I can usually sort of tell as it's progressing, I guess, which direction it's going. But I try a little bit, especially recently, to just kind of let go. But yeah, I don't know. There's certain songs that I've finished that have ended up being resonated well with my audience that I've thought while I was writing, like, okay, this one's a keeper.
So you use your audience as a gauging, as a gauge form in order to help you continue on, right?
One of them for sure. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, you can never tell though, because this kind of goes back to the whole like numbers thing and talking about following and stuff. Is that I've got a song called "This Distance" that I thought it was most, you know, one of the most heartfelt and true, honest songs that I'd ever written, and I put it out in early 2019, and it just kind of sat there. It didn't really do a whole lot, you know. I got some nice messages from some people, but it just kind of sat there. And then this year, just through my growing community on TikTok and stuff like that, it actually rose from one of the, you know, lower played songs to the highest played song that I have on streaming platforms. So I don't think the audience like how much the audience resonates is necessarily the best way. I think we have to be as true as we can to ourselves as artists, and let the other stuff be extra.
Right. I agree with you on that. I think you could have, you know, the audience is, the audience changes every day, if you will, I think. 1 minute they'll be enjoying this song, and what I think I might be writing as the, you know, I'm like, oh, this is the best song I've ever written, may not be, you know, in the eyes of the audience, and then they'll gauge you, be like, oh, this isn't. But again, you've connected. Again, social platforms are extremely important. You've just, you know, you've clarified that on your TikTok platform. You have, you know, taken a song by engaging with the audience and moving it up to a whole new level, not even thinking that that's, you know, what was going to be. So I think it's a lot of the above: social media, audience, how you connect, and everything of the sorts.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so I really hope you're going to play your next song, the one that I would like you to play, but then again, it'll be your own decision. Can you just really quickly shout out the name?
Is it Traveler? That
you're
looking to hear? Okay. It'll be Traveler.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your latest song, right?
I put out one other single after that called American Cash, but it is
okay.
But Traveler is very recent. Yeah, it came out this year, which is super exciting.
Great music video, great song. It's folky, it's Canadian, it's John Muirhead at its finest. It is a definite liked song on my playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, John Muirhead with his single Traveler.
Thank you so much, Curtis. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you like it and it's on your playlist. This is this song called Traveler.
Out decay, you arrange the way shoulders or sorcerer, done for as far as you can tell. Oh, 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 I love you, I don't know this. Oh, 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 the senselessness I'm sensing. You are not the road, you are the traveler. This is not your story, it's a chapter. So pretend you know yourself well enough to answer. Will you be the road or be the traveler? You left home near Santiago, pages of a novel that you read. You're older, it's over. Walk for miles and you don't know where you went. Oh, oh, solitude is spoiled in loneliness. Oh, oh, again, 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 again. You are not the road, you are the traveler. This is not your story, it's a chapter. So don't pretend you know yourself well enough to answer. Will you be the road or be the traveler? I hope you spot the difference. Ignorance, innocence, fear and pure unwillingness, darkness and the day. I hope I see your face again, traveler. Until then, disregard indifference and set out on your own. On your own. You are not the road, you are the traveler. This is not your story, it's a chapter. So go pretend you know yourself well enough to answer. Will you be the road? Or will you be the road? Will you be the road or be the traveler?
Oh, that's in G.
It's in G, yeah.
Oh, John, what a pleasure. Thank you so much. I love that song. That's a song I would listen, while I'm camping, while I'm fishing, just that whole, it's really got that earthly connection to travel, as cliche as it sounds, to traveling. Like you've really captured a story, and you've captured it not just with the lyrics, but definitely with the way the music is written and the style of it. So props to you. Kudos to you. Well done. And great work, my friend. Great work.
Thank you so much, Curtis. I really appreciate that.
You're so welcome. We have come to the end of our show, but before we do, I forgot to ask you tell us lovely, we actually had we have some chats going on here. So Cassandra, we'll bring this up again. Cassandra, wonderful song, and it was great to hear a new song. Yay for us. My drummer actually is online. He's like, rock on with the music. Yeah, man, absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And one of our true loyal I just about said customers. One of our true fans who's been watching every show pretty much since the day we started. We're in season 2 now, so this is fantastic. Donovan is great tune. So, you have fans all over the globe, I'm sure, and you have fans here in our neck of the woods. Speaking of neck of the woods, tell us where you're from. Where is hometown?
So I'm streaming from my hometown of Georgetown, Ontario, which is just about an hour outside of Toronto, just to the east of the city, or west of the city. Sorry.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Georgetown. One of these days, I'm so excited for the day that we can travel and we can get back to it, because I have gained so many friendships over this last year and a bit that I'm going to have to spend a year just going to everybody's place, catching your shows, hanging out, having fun, maybe doing a show together, and just like reconnecting in a connection. It's just going to be, again, the Roaring 20s is going to be great. John, give us a piece of advice for as singer-songwriters out there. What is the most important thing to you right now that you can share with us on your journey, or that you can give some advice for any artist out there right now who's starting out or has been a professional for 30 plus years?
Yeah, my biggest advice that's kind of coming full circle is that, when I started performing, I did it before I was ready, before I just had these songs that I wanted the world to hear, and I went out and I didn't, over the years, I've progressed, and you can hear it in real time. If you listen to my discography from when I started to now, you can hear me progress. And I'd say, don't wait until you're ready. If you have something to share, just go do it, and it'll all turn out. And you don't have to write a hit on your first song or even your 200th song. As long as it feels good to you, just go for it, and don't wait till you're ready, because you'll become ready.
Well said. I agree 100%. Don't wait. Get your product out there. Record from wherever you are, whether it be your bedroom, a studio, in your car, or outside being a traveler.
Absolutely.
See what I did there? No.
I love it.
John, thank you so much. Friend, you have been amazing. I am so honored to finally get a chance to speak with you. And eventually down the road, soon enough, we will be performing in the same room. It'll be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. Thank you, my friend. And we will catch up with you soon. Really quickly, where can we find you on social media? What are we following?
For sure. Well, first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you for having me on the show. Yes to all those things. It's a great thing you're doing with this show, so keep it up. You can follow me everywhere: Instagram, Facebook. It's all under my name, John Muirhead. TikTok, it's at John Writes Songs, and Spotify, all the streaming platforms. Wherever you decide to follow me, say hi, and we can start a chat and become friends.
Yay, I love it. We like friends. Thank you so much, John. We'll get you to bow out, and we'll finish off here with the show.
All right. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Have a great night, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our guest for tonight, John Muirhead. Please be sure to follow him on social media, show him some love and support, and listen to his music. He's got some great tunes out there, just like this one. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We had a lot of fun, that's right. Every single week we have a guest, 'cause spending time with me, I said spending time with me, I said spending time with me is the best. Have a fabulous evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you next week. Take care, be safe, and eat ice cream. Bye.